Welcome to episode number 6 of the Forecast Golf Podcast. We are back. I am Ross. There's Dave.
Oh, you're right.
Good, mate. You?
Yeah, not bad.
A good week?
Yeah, it's been all right. Yeah, nothing too exciting, but yeah, been a good solid week, I suppose.
Nice. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, busy. Work is non-stop apparently in the pet industry. Who knew? And Craig's here with us as well. How you doing, Craig?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. All good.
Good. Let's start with your. Was it a shambles you played this weekend?
Shambles.
Shambles. How'd you get on?
I played probably the best golf I've ever played. Unbelievable, really.
Oh, really?
Bear in mind, it's a 4-ball type situation. So for people who weren't in last week, it's shambles is a format where everyone tees off, and then you take the best drive, and everyone kind of finishes the hole from there, and it's the better ball score at the end of that. So the best Stableford score. Yeah. And stepped up on the first tee and shanked it left, and I thought, okay, this isn't great. Didn't finish the hole on that one.
Right.
And then the next hole wasn't particularly good, but we got away with it. Next hole after that, topped it. And bear in mind, we had to have 4 drives each. So we got to the fourth tee, and the guy that kind of invited me along, he went, "No pressure, but we want to even up the drives here. You need to put one out there.
No pressure, but
no one else has got a drive in there." And I just smashed it down the middle. And from then on in, it was brilliant golf. It was like a single digit handicapper type stuff. Wow. It was really, really good format. And I think the other key to it was half the clubs. I think I mentioned last week it was only 8 clubs. Yeah. So actually, just over half, but that was quite good. It helped you focus the mind, make you really think about the shots you were playing. Mm. And we talked in the past about potentially Dave coming out and caddying, and I think that's what it is. Actually, someone just to say to you, well, you can't play that shot because you haven't got that in your bag. What you got to do is start playing the course. And I think that was a big part of it as well.
Mm. Oh, nice.
Didn't win. That was the only other thing, because the winners had a 38 handicapper. Who was getting random points for next to nothing. So
just hitting the ball. Just kidding.
Yeah, hit the ball.
Talking about caddies just then, I've been watching a lot of Peter Finch's stuff on YouTube. I've never really watched his before, but his Break 80 series, when he's working with the caddies on those courses, the knowledge those caddies have, it's insane, really.
Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
He's one of the best as well, Finch, to watch.
Brilliant
stuff.
Yeah.
Just a nice smiley guy to sit there and listen to. He's clearly out of that kind of northwest tribe of YouTube golfers. I think he's probably the best golfer there as well. So
yeah, I think he is. Yeah, definitely.
I think he gets grouped with Rick Shields quite a bit, doesn't he? But I think he's so much
more entertaining than Rick.
I think Rick knows that he's a better player. I think
I'm not even just a better player. Just his stuff he puts out just so much more entertaining.
No, I think it is. It feels a bit more. I think some of the stuff that Rick did early was, I do like Rick. I think he's done a really good thing. But the live thing, he's kind of gone out for the popular type stuff, whereas kind of, I think Finch is kind of stuck to his golfy roots type thing, and I really like that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do a little. We started the show with a couple of questions each week, previous week. So let's start with a would you rather. So I'm going to put this one to you boys. Would you rather hit every fairway but 3-putt half of your holes, or miss every fairway but drain every putt inside 20 feet?
Yeah, miss the fairways every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. I'll do that anyway.
Yeah, second one for sure. It's not even. What's that? Best case scenario, or worst case scenario. I can't remember which way it is, but you're turning hopefully 36 shots into 18, right?
Yeah,
that's really what you want to be. So yeah, absolutely, it's number 2 for me.
Fair play. We'll do a couple of these. I think. Would you rather bomb drives 330 yards but have no short game touch, or be deadly from inside 100 but only drive it 150?
150 is tough.
Yeah, it's short, isn't it?
I don't know, it's fun smashing drives, isn't it? Realistically, it's the other one, but I don't know. Stepping up and just knocking it down 150.
Yeah.
Because I assume that'd mean like, like my irons are also very short as well, and
Yeah.
it's still got to be that one, I suppose. But if I'm actually trying to score, but if I'm trying to have fun, just give me that driver and
Yeah.
let me bomb
Smashing
it.
them 330.
Yeah.
That feels so sweet, wouldn't it? That feel lovely.
Yeah, I feel like the other half you can learn. I think it's hard to gain the power, isn't it?
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Let's move on to the hot topic of the week. It's Rory's Masters winners dinner menu. What do we think? You boys talk about it quickly whilst I just find a picture so we can put it up on the screen of
Oh,
what Rory's working with.
I think it was you last week when we were talking about this who said, like, it looks like straight from Miller and Carter. And like, I think that's perfect. Like, because don't get me wrong, I'd eat every bit of it, but just a bit boring, isn't it? It's just like,
yeah, that's the thing. It's all fairly standard stuff, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I swear every year now it's just sort of like there'll be sort of steak, there'll be a fish of some sort, and then just a few sides. Yeah, like
there it is. So people
the
that are
main in
watching,
particular is just pretty boring. Isn't it? It's
yeah, steak or salmon. That's like,
It feels like you're on a you're sitting at upper class on Virgin Airways, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's all like there's nothing bad there really. Like
no, it's all fun. Bacon wrapped dates
but
is an odd one. That's the sort of the wild card for me there. Like,
yeah, like to us, them like the first four, like the little like I assume they're going to be sort of little hors d'oeuvres sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's the most interesting bit of this, really. The rest of it's all a bit,
grilled elk sliders sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, I saw him saying like, I think it was before the Masters last year. He'd been eating a load of elk. I was like, I don't really know. Like, could we even get elk here? I really don't know. Go and pick some up.
So you're going to see a specialist.
Yeah.
Jason Pars there would have pie, chips, and beans as one of the main course.
well,
yeah,
appreciate that.
I was very close to going for just a curry on mine. On mine that's coming up. I thought
you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
the curry it's a winner all round. I was thinking a big chili, like nachos, guacamole, sour cream, all that bit. We've all made our own, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's start with yours, Craig. This is yours.
John Fury.
What's you thinking behind these then? What?
It really does look like John Fury as well.
He's been that 20 years. Look, I mean, I've had some slander today over this. This is
really?
I have
not gone down well, has it?
Not gone down well, and for no real reason. I don't, what's wrong with baked camembert? Like, baked camembert pie, that's brilliant.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with anything camembert.
There's nothing wrong with any of those stars. I think where the issue lies is with my main, and I think people don't really understand what a cobbler is.
Yeah,
a cobbler is a pie. A cobbler is
pie, right?
Basically a pie with a scone on top rather than pastry. Like it's brilliant. Like, I don't understand. Everyone can pick steak and chips, lads. Like this is me thinking outside the box and going, yeah, this will be nice. This will be nice, and keeping the lads with their stomach aches until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, the slider thing I've noticed quite a bit recently. I mean, obviously I'm not going elk because that's weird, but a lot of these guys have gone for this kind of slider approach. And I'm going to be in the States next week, and I'm fully going to be on sliders left, right, and centre. I think that's
little mini burgers, right? That's what they are.
Mini burgers. What do you want? Just
my only issue with a slider is I'd rather have a big one. Just give me a burger.
Just give me a full size burger.
Yeah.
Portions nowadays.
We'll jump across to mine. I mean, that looks nothing like me, but AI can only do so much. It's got a rough canvas to work with. I've got
your hair on your first one you sent to us.
It did, yeah. I had to correct Copilot on that one. I've got some slightly different things. I mean, warm cheddar and chive scones with some whipped butter and hot honey. That's a pretty nice little amuse-bouche. You can't go wrong with some short rib. Love a bit of short rib. And just fried chicken. Like, I just love fried chicken with like mashed potatoes and beans and like a proper comfort meal, really. Like we mentioned with yours, Dave, when yours comes up in a sec, it's almost like chemical warfare on your opponents. Like, you want them to be feeling sluggish and not ready for their rounds.
It's carb heavy. That's what you want. You want people to walk out of there like Pepto-Bismol in hand.
Unbuttoning their golf belts.
Absolutely. They're going to be feeling it on the Saturday. They're not making the cut.
And there's yours, Dave. Your MLS combo mix is the highlight for me. Like, that's an absolute pure winner. That is.
I was just thinking of the first ones, like, what do I want when I walk in? You know, just a little welcome, little bowl of the combo mix out. For perfect. Yeah, my main tactic here was just fill everyone up, just get them stuffed.
He's gone for the popular vote. Is what he's gone for. We know there's no one on earth that hates a combo mix. I mean, to be fair, when I saw it, I'd vote for that.
Yeah,
that's the winner.
Do you go for the barbecue one or the sour cream and chive?
And literally any of them. I like the.
Just all of it.
Oh, what's the jalapeno one? Sour cream and jalapeno.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that one. Vinegar one's good. Any of them really, even like the cheese ones. We'll have all the flavours. That's what we're offering out. My idea, all the flavours.
Just so many bowls of crisps.
All the combos. Just loads of M&S stuff. Like just before we go, we'll just pop to an M&S garage on the way, and
through
some
5
Percy pigs, some kind of caterpillars, anything really. We'll have it all out. So yeah, come vote for me and go for the Percy pigs.
Yeah,
finish off with a souffle though, just to really challenge the staff. Like just because they haven't had to go and get any starters done, they can just pick up a bag of crisps and make sure they have to get the souffle out.
Well, I was just thinking what the best dessert I'd had was, and it was a strawberry souffle.
Souffles, it's top tier. That is.
Yeah.
That is a good one. We've got the Houston Open coming up this week. Is it tomorrow? Starts Thursday.
Thursday,
yeah.
Thursday. So I'm forward day we're on. Yeah. It's not it doesn't look to be the strongest of fields. Craig, you told us before we started the Scotties, is he just pulled out of this one?
Yeah, I believe so.
His wife's, I don't know if she's in labour or just giving birth. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he probably. I mean, he lives in Houston, doesn't he? So I imagine it was probably touch and go. Whether he did it, but yeah, he's out.
I wonder if it's like been induced or something with the Masters a couple of weeks away. Just get it.
He's not silly.
Get this kid out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got Minwoo Lee as the favourite. It was 8-1, Dave. You said.
Yeah, that's what I saw on Paddy Power. I think I looked.
That is mental. Like you say, it's defending champion, so obviously he's got some.
He smashed it as well. I think it was like 20 under last year. I think it's such a.
Wow.
It was such a win. We've always made our argument on here about kind of horses for courses type players. I think that's why it is. They're not silly. The bookies, they know the kind of player that suits around there.
So you're looking for a big driver, aren't you? Here, and someone that can just stay pretty steady with the putter, really.
Pretty much, tee to green, steady, putt it out. That's it.
So some of the bookies' favourites, obviously, Minwoo Lee is the favourite. Chris Gotterup is up there as well. Brooks Koepka, Jake Knapp are all sort of your top 5. You've got Nikolai Højgaard and Ricky Fowler's in the mix as well. I'm going to get in there first before Craig steals it. I'm going to go for Marco Penge for me because I want a nice big hitter from the tee, and he can get hot with the putter as well. So hopefully that side of his game doesn't let him down. So I'm going to go with Marco. Dave, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, this is a weird one because, well, as you said before we started, we were chatting a little bit and we said about the prize pool, and this one is nowhere near what some of these other tournaments have been, especially of late. We've had a lot of money on offer, so
yeah,
I'm not going to go for like a nothing pick. I'm going to go for Brooks Koepka.
Okay.
I just don't see myself picking him in any of the big events really. So
yeah, I
might as well use him up in an event like this where I think he should be pretty well suited to the course and how things play at this tournament. So yeah, I'm going for Brooks Koepka. I think he's played all right since he's been back. Not quite sort of at his top level, but I think he's been all right. So
he's been around, hasn't he? Top 20s.
Yeah,
roughly. He's 18-1 for a top 12 finish.
Yeah, I think in a weakish field, I like him here. I do like Ricky Fowler though, but I've already picked him. But yeah, I think if it was just an open pick, I think I'd be going for Ricky Fowler with needing a good result to get into the Masters.
That'd be fair. Craig, who are you thinking?
So once I've got over the rage of my pick being nicked, I had a good look at this, and to be fair, it could have been anyone. And a bit like Dave, I've got to think of lads that I might not pick. elsewhere. You mentioned Højgaard, but I just don't know. You watch him win now. I'm going to go for a guy I love. He's one of those guys that I back each way in a major because I want to see him do well. And it seems like a good lad. Got some good Instagram content with his family, so I'm going to go with Tony Finau. Now, I believe that Tony Finau's won this in the past.
He has,
for some reason, I've got that in my head.
Yeah, yes.
But I'm going to go for Tony because it's a guy that I like to see do well again, which happens a lot with this. And maybe this week I'm going to pick a guy that doesn't withdraw just beforehand.
You've had a tough run recently.
Tough run of these, wrong picks and withdrawals. But I think Tony's a good thing this week.
Yeah,
we have decided on that. Some withdrawals you can still pick him again. You haven't lost him for the rest of the year. You can,
it's quite harsh, isn't it?
You get a 0, but you can still pick him again.
Yeah. We had the Valspar Championship last week, which was won by Matt Fitzpatrick. He took home $1.64 million. Not bad. Our picks, Dave. You had Justin Thomas. He came tied for 30th at 2 under.
Yeah, he didn't play great.
No, someone played even worse as my pick there. JJ Spawn, he was 6 over and out by the second round. And obviously, Craig took Bob McIntyre, who withdrew, so that was how that one finished. But
Spawn's not done a lot, has he, since he won that US Open? He's
no.
It's
I thought he's a name, and he just picked a name and get him out there. But it was
I don't think it's a bad thing. Just
again, it seems like a nice chat. But just shows you why I'm not really a big fan of the US Open. I mean, that with the weather and the rough and everything last year, I just felt like it's anyone's game. It literally is anyone's game.
Yeah. So it's a pretty solid tournament for me, Matt Fitzpatrick. He finished 11 under, but he had rounds of 3 under, 2 under, 3 under, and 3 under. Just consistently good scoring.
He just played really well, didn't he? It was.
He's been
playing great all year, hasn't he? So I think. It was unfortunate to win the week before, obviously, but I think he'd have happily swapped it, taking the players. But
their prize money is significantly different, isn't it? But not bad. Almost $2 million for 4 days' work. It's not too bad, is it?
I'd do it, if I had to, I'd do it.
I wouldn't mind too much, to be honest. Over on Live. A very emotional Bryson DeChambeau won after a playoff against John Rahm. 26 under, so not the most tricky of courses it turned out to be. But Bryson said he couldn't tell you why he was so emotional, is what he said afterwards. A lot has happened in my life in the last week. I'm so grateful to my team and everyone supporting me. Also, we maybe don't know what's gone on in his life, but yeah, I'd be emotional if I won $10 million as well, let's be fair.
He'd done it like 7 days before,
Yeah, this is the thing.
Look, maybe I'll sound like a right arsehole now when he comes out with, like, I don't know, someone in his family's really ill or something like this. But
yeah,
it's pathetic, wasn't it? Really, to watch. It was like he wouldn't have done that if it was just a PGA Tour event. I think they just all ham it up for like. And I'm not anti-live. Like, I'm anti sort of like the people behind live, but I'm not anti-live as a thing. Like. Not some massive PGA Tour like supporter particularly, but like it's like come on, it just makes them look stupid. Like then Paul Casey was crying as well, wasn't he? Because they won the team event. Like, come on, Paul.
No one cares that much about the teams, Paul.
Yeah, like.
And then he started coming out about how that was his favourite tour venue, and that Australia needs to step it up, and just felt a little bit put on.
Yeah, and I think that's the big problem with it. Like. There's so much of it around, isn't there? And like, I think Bryson comes across, not necessarily 100% genuine all the time, does he? So,
no, that's the issue with him, isn't it? It does seem a little bit performative sometimes, especially before the Ryder Cup, I was quite a big fan of his, but he's he's just so pro America during the Ryder Cup that he just really turned me off completely.
Well, the week before you had it when who was he in the playoff with?
Last week, Lee.
Like when he missed a putt and he's basically like so sad for him. It's like, oh come on, Bryson, no you're not. Like, it's just I don't know. I just feel like he's just been built by a PR team over the last few years, and then every now and again you see the mask slip a bit and stuff, and
Yeah.
then that's the real Bryce, and then he's back to like hitting balls over his house or whatever it might be, or he's just like doing his little break. Yeah, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I just thought like we spoke about Peter Finch earlier. Like Bryson's YouTube content, I absolutely cannot stand it. Like it's just so, I don't know, just overdone. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, here's one I did used to watch. He cares about Liv, and I mean he probably does, but
no one cares that much, do they? Like he was talking about leaving potentially, wasn't he? Like about 2 months ago, like about his contract and all. Did he say like basically he's there for this year sort of thing, and then does he care that much? Like,
I think he'll be done within the next couple of years. I don't think he'll sign a new contract. I think it will be, maybe they'll bring it back together at some point, but I think he's too good. I mean, I know what you're saying, David. Yeah. There is a performative aspect to it, but he's a far better player than the guys that are around him. I'm sorry, take away Rahm.
Yeah, it's him and John Rahm and everyone else.
Yeah, and I think the rest of it, as much as I like Cam Smith, he's falling off like no one's business. Like I think those two are so far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, I mean Sergio Garcia is 16 under for this tournament. Like, Lee Westwood's in there, Ian Poulter's in there. Like he should be on the PGA Tour. I know it's not where the money is, but surely the prestige is more important. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah. He's a guy that I think will do well with majors. I think he'll be thereabouts at the Masters.
Yeah.
You won't get any value from him because it'll always be in that 12 to 14 to 1 range. I'm not convinced that he'll be able to do. He seems to be able to on a Sunday he's never done particularly well. I don't think Bryson. But I think I'm with you, David. It's just performative nonsense. But at the same time, I think it's just an absolute waste of talent. Like, he's got an awful swing. It's ugly as hell, but it's so effective. The whole straight arms thing, all the clubs the same length, and again, annoying as hell, but it seems to work. And I just think it's an absolute waste. Absolute waste seeing him play some dog and duck stuff in the subcontinent.
It's hard
for Rahm as well.
Yeah, you look at the field for like this event on the PGA Tour. Like, I think you could argue that Liv is potentially at least similar or stronger, couldn't you? Like, I don't think this event. Obviously, now you take a Scheffler out, especially like,
Minwoo Lee's the favourite. He's jump out, is there?
No, like Minwoo Lee's not going to be the favourite on any Liv event if he went over and played, is he? No. He's not going to start as favourite in any of them. I'm not saying he's going to be way down the list, but he's not going to be favourite. It's just those big events, isn't it? Really, where it misses out. But I do think in some ways it has hurt the PGA Tour a lot over the last few years since Liv, because some of these events are just a little bit weak, but some of these players that would fill it out this event just make it that bit stronger. Them second tier of the Liv players who would sort of be some of the favourites probably in this event.
Yeah,
would make the PGA Tour that bit better. But I think
that's an interesting one we could get into maybe another episode. Sort of matching up the top 8 from both tours and seeing who would.
Oh, I'm not having that.
I'm not convinced by that one. To be fair,
I think there's not a chance.
I think the top 2 in the PGA Tour alone are better than.
Well, I know that Data Golf who do the rankings, which are sort of like include Liv, and for a lot of people they're seeing it as like a better thing now. Yeah. I think over the last 3 months, Rahm is the best player in the world.
And he's playing like it, to be fair. He is having some incredible rounds.
Well, you think Scheffler's won a few times at that time, hasn't he? But I think over the last 3 months, I think it is like it might be 6 months, but I think it's free. I'm pretty certain it's free. But he's seen as like the best player in the world, but pretty much the rest behind it are around him. I mean, the top 10 here at the moment is Scheffler, Rahm, McIlroy, Joe Flake, Cameron Young, Matt Fitzpatrick, Tommy Fleetwood, Russell Henley, and then Bryson. So I assume it weights a bit more heavily towards sort of recent stuff. I'm not sure, but not sure how they actually do the calculations for it. But John Rahm is sort of seen as the best player in the world right now by them. So it's but there's not a lot of Liv players on there. That's all I'm trying to say.
There's not. There's Russell Henley's not one being in that top 10, but
Yeah,
He's consistent, Russell.
he's just solid, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
He's one of them players that it feels like he's not really contending too often, but he's sort of always just sort of like just out of contention. Like,
yeah. I think Tyrrell Hatton's the other one. Who's the Chilean lad?
Neiman.
Yeah,
Joaquin Neiman.
You know, they're the kind of the next tier level, really. But they're decent players. Probably are missed on the tour. I think they're low quality, but certainly not in that. If you even those up, you wouldn't be looking at the top 8 of the PGA for me.
Yeah, I think Neiman had like a good run, didn't he? But I know it's only a few events. That's what's hard. It's a small sample. But when he's come to majors, he hasn't had too many good performances in those, has he? When the fields are tough. And the problem for Liv is filling out that 8 would be a bit rough. Someone like Anthony Kim might be in it, which isn't ideal. I'm not even sure who would be in that, really, the top 8 for Liv. The first few are sort of pretty much set, but
no, I think that's fair. I think maybe that's a challenge for a future episode to try and work out that maybe an AI as well. See if we can get a head-to-head going on and see what happens over a Ryder Cup style format.
We'll bring Chasing Pars on to captain the Liv team. And we'll take the PGA Tour team and see how we get on.
Well, there we go. So I've got the top 10 for Liv golfers right now. So you've got John Rahm, then Bryson. Then you've got Elvis Smiley, who won the first tournament of the year. Anthony Kim, Thomas Dietrich, Thomas Peters, Richard Lee, Abraham Answer, Brandon Grace, and Dean Burmester.
Yeah, so they're fine 10 players, but I mean not to be harsh on the DP Tour, but that's a DP World Tour lineup there, isn't it? Really.
In the current standings, Lee Westwood is above Tyrrell Hatton.
So if I think of Burmester, all I'm ever thinking of is some random Sunshine Tour, in Sun City or something like that. That's what when I think of Dean. And that's not no offense to Dean Burmester, but that's not. What he wasn't a top lad that Liv pulled along. He was going to be a filler. And he's a good player, incredible player. I've seen him play some incredible golf, but he's not. He wouldn't be able to do that on the PGA.
I feel like it would look like them when the Ryder Cup was just USA versus Great Britain and Ireland. Then we brought in Europe to sort of even things up a bit. I think Liv are going to be drafting in a couple of other tours. Just help balance things out a bit.
So we've got this is the last tournament before the Masters. The Masters kicks off in what are we now? Is it 2 weeks? Just over 2 weeks.
There should be one more in between, isn't there? Is there one more next week? Yeah, there's one more next week.
The Texas Open, is it? That's the USPGA.
I'm sure there's one more next week because I think it's the 7th or the 8th. The Masters kicks off.
Thursday the 9th in Texas is the Thursday the 2nd. So we've got Texas Open first, but So
this is the last one before qualification ends. So if they're not in the top 50 after this week, then done.
So there was one of the would you rather questions: is would you rather get a tour sponsor's exemption to play a PGA Tour for a season, or play Augusta National just that once? So would you rather be part of the tour for a year, or just play Augusta?
I mean, I'm probably going to win as much money either way, So it's tough though because you get the exemption of the tour. You're playing loads of great course, aren't you? Or is it just Augusta?
Yeah.
You play Sawgrass, you play Pebble, you play, all these other places that are, dream courses. But it's Augusta, isn't it? A lot of them offers you can find a way to play them, can't you? If you've got enough cash and stuff. Where Augusta, you're not. You can't just buy your way on there, can you? Really?
I think it depends on one of your ability level. So I think that's a different question for Dave and I. But I guess Dave, if you were playing in the ones where there was no cut.
I suppose, I'll take last place money a few times. Yeah, that'd be all right.
That's what I mean. You are. We are getting you're getting decent money for coming last when there's no cut. So you might as well. Yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I mean, for me, it's Augusta because even at the last, I'm staying dead last. There'll probably be my expenses would be probably more than I'd win. But so I'd play Augustus for the memories. But
yeah, I mean, I'm still going to finish last in every tournament as well. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to finish last in every single event.
Someone withdraws, and all of a sudden you've got second.
Yeah, but you'll have the same thing. We're all going to finish as low as possible in them events.
Yeah, we'll be bottom 3 or 4.
Going around kneecapping the likes of JJ Sport.
Stepping on Schoffelet's big toes. What realistically, obviously we don't know, but what do you think? Would you break? What would you break at Augusta? Under 100? Under 90?
Well, no, I'd feel confident I'd go under 100. But
yeah.
I think the thing I think the thing that would really do you is the greens. I don't think the course is long and stuff, but I don't think it's sort of the toughest course in the world for driving and that sort of thing. The rough is all fairly short. There's not it's not tough, but the greens are just insane. I think we'd all 3 or 4 putt every green.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be so quick, so slopey. I mean, that's the big thing. So the length alone would make it tough, but I think the greens are where you're gonna, I think your minimum, I think you're gonna hit about 50 putts minimum.
Yeah,
it makes it hard, but
I think when that question comes out every year, would you win if you were 10 shots ahead and you started on the edge of the green, etc., etc., etc. I think a big part to play is weather for one. If you've got a little bit of rain about, then I'd probably be I'd quite fancy that. Slow the greens up, absolutely fine. But a normal Masters Sunday, pin positions, I'm probably putting into the water on 15, maybe even on 16. I'm in a lot of trouble. I can't think of many opportunities that I'd have to be 1 or 2 putting.
Well, on 16, you've seen them do it so many times. You just knock it in the hole, wouldn't you? Just play it on the right, let come on the hill in. Don't even have to putt them, do you? I've seen it loads of times. It's easy.
But 15, where it's basically there's water in front. I probably hit it too far, and I'm knocking it down the hill, roll down the front, and I can see already. Is it 11 or 12? What's the 3?
12's the par 3. 11 is the big one with a pond in front of it.
Yeah. So I'm in trouble on both of those.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble on both of those.
I think if my goal was to just break 100, break 90, whatever it was, I think I could probably do it because I would just play it in a way to avoid everything.
Sensibly. Yeah.
But I don't think it would. I think if I was trying to shoot a score, I think it would actually be harder in a way. But if I was just playing super conservative to try and just keep my ball in play, take my medicine sort of thing, and just
walk around with your trusty 5 wood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it'd be okay, but I don't know. I'd love to give it a go. I'd love to find out, but
if they want to give us some free tee times, we'll happily
welcome.
Yeah,
and I think they will do that if a few more of you subscribe that are watching. So make sure you click on that subscribe button and get us to Augusta.
Follow us on that handle there on all social media channels. And also, conversely, if Liv want to sponsor us or fly us out to any Liv events, I'll happily sell out to the $70.
I will happily go and play around with Bryson if they want to sponsor it.
Not a problem.
Or happily,
I'd happily
under duress, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. I won't be in a buggy with him though. All right, I'm not doing that.
There are levels.
Separate buggies in the contracts.
Yeah.
Social distancing.
Yeah.
We've kind of gone through most of our stuff when you talk about this week. You got any rounds coming up, Craig? Anything booked in the diary?
No. So I am heading to the States to play in the Valero Texas Open next week. No, I'm on holiday, so I'm packing this weekend.
Okay.
Finish on a high. But unfortunately, no golf this weekend. But I won't be on for a few weeks. But I will try and record a video. If I'm not sure if Ross can work out a way of getting out in there, but I will record a video from the many Disney parks or Universal parks that I'll be in that day.
Nice.
So at least get Mickey to make a Masters pick or something.
No, that's happening. Yeah. Yeah. So no, I'm no golf for a while, but yeah, looking forward to. And what I would say about the golf course this week, it was just remind my favourite time of the year, spring golf. Just nice to be about where the greens are not sodden, nice and quick, not sitting there kind of walking back with mud all up your ankles. It was so I can't wait when I get back to playing proper weekly golf.
I think that's a sign it's turning when you like your bottom of your trousers and just like all the flicks of mud up them and stuff. It's like we're coming to a good time now.
Yeah, I played this Sunday just gone, and I didn't have to like use the air pressure machine to clean my trolley or anything. It was just it was lovely. Yeah, I only played. It was only 14 holes open on the course I played this weekend, and one of them was a 63-yard hole. It was from what is normally the 6th tee box, and they'd cut a hole in the hedge basically, which went down onto the 8th tee. But the eighth green, was about maybe 30 feet below the tee box. It was literally just up and straight down. It's one of the strangest holes I've ever played.
I know a couple of short holes, but I think that might be the shortest I've ever heard on an actual
63. Yeah. When I played with Chasing Paths in Scotland, the course is his local one. There's I think it's about an 83-yard hole.
Yeah,
but it's you know what to do. Like, what did you hit? I hit a 60. Was my only option really. Just get it up over that hedge and onto the green.
There's one at Rookwood near where I live in Horsham, and I think that's a 75 yard, and it's just a case of opening up the face of a wedge and hoping for the best.
Yeah. Well, there we go. You can find us on Twitter at this handle right here. But like Dave said earlier, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube because it really does help. We're currently sitting on 73 subs. We had one new sub this week, so let's aim for 100 before we. Let's make that a target, shall we? And we'll do everything we can do to get people to subscribe.
Before the Masters. Let's do it for the Masters.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, 2 weeks. So if you're watching this right now, or if you're watching the highlights, or if you're watching any of the shorts, or anything like that, just hit that subscribe button. It really does help us. And yeah, follow us on all the social media channels. We posted our menus earlier, so you can go. I think the vote's still open, Dave, if you want to vote on.
Yeah, shall I see what the update results are? Did you vote, Craig? We were discussing this before.
It probably might be the only vote for me, I reckon.
Yeah, there was only one vote for you, I think, at the time.
It was me. Brilliant.
Yeah, as I said, your menu wasn't that bad. It was just,
people just don't appreciate it. People just like a they like a Miller and Carter, clearly.
So Ross got 50% of the vote, I got 40%, and then you got 10%, Craig. We had 10 votes, 10 massive votes. So
10 massive
one
votes.
vote for yours, Craig. So if you did vote, then it's not looking good.
Brilliant. Thanks, lads. My wife didn't even vote for me. Terrible.
No, she voted for mine.
I think you voted for me.
But like I say, we will be back next week. We will be Craigless, but me and Dave will endeavour to get a show out. Maybe we'll try and get a guest on.
Yeah,
we'll get some video of Craig from one of the many parks in Disney.
Are you back to the Masters, Craig? Are you back for the actual tournament, or are you still out there for that?
I'm out there for the tournament, which is devastating for me because it's a big part of my year is sitting there on a Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night.
Yeah,
and just sitting there watching it. So it's going to be on I don't know, maybe. No, I'm not. No,
it's not even the case that you'd be able to watch it during the day because you'd be busy out in the park.
It's about 6 p.m. 6 p.m. their time, 5:30.
Yeah. So I think 6 or 7. So I think maybe depending on. I think thinking about my plan because I've got a good spreadsheet with all this stuff on. I think I could be in a spot of bother, and I'm going to end up watching Cirque du Soleil or something that night. Honestly, it's
watching it on your phone.
What day is the Sunday? It's pretty random.
Thursday's the 9th, so it's that weekend. 12th, yeah.
Oh, we have no plans. So our plans are to be sat at home now watching the Masters. Appreciate
I need a rest day. You just need a little into parts. The kids are knackered. You can tell, like the day around,
Just forget your hat on the Saturday and say you got sunstroke on the Sunday. You've got to stay at home, and then they can all go.
Cirque du Soleil's the night before, so it's a late night, and we need to rest up.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Do some bits in the morning, just like an easy one, a little casual.
Agreed. Sounds perfect.
Get back just in time, like 1 o'clock, just in time for like Ron to tee off.
Absolutely perfect. We will be covering, of course, Masters. We'll be doing lots of stuff over the next couple of weeks. If you want to be a guest on the show, let us know. I'm sure we'll get you on. If you want to chat some golf. Until we're next week then. Have a nice holiday, Craig, and we'll see you all next week. Take it easy.
Okay.